What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of American Truck Simulator. Here we are back in Newport, where we dropped off in our last episode. I decided to go to the wood place across the street. I said either we're going to get wood, gravel, sand, or whatever. I ended up going with lumber. They didn't have logging or regular like wood logging like what we had in our last job, and I kind of didn't really want to take the same job. We've been doing a lot of lumber in our last couple episodes, but I couldn't find gravel or sand that was going to a reasonable location. The farthest away was, I think, Ely, Nevada, which is still pretty far because we're we're kind of in the middle of Oregon, and the other one was going to Carson City. So I didn't want to make it that long of an episode, so I decided to take this one to where we haven't discovered yet, which is Lakeview, and we're going to Heartwood Furniture. So what remains is 13 hours, 29 minutes, and we should get there in 6 hours, 36 minutes. We do at probably some point have to stop and get gas, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully I don't forget, or hopefully I'm not too far into the game where I forget. Yeah, basically. How many pounds is this? 39,000, so almost 40,000 pounds. You'll see the little area in which how they load up over here. I don't know what they load up. Probably wood. Wood is probably brought down from there and then goes onto that trailer. How we got in here, but I'm gonna rely on. Is that a DHL truck? No, it's a FOP truck. Weird. Okay, so we came straight from here. It's called Deep Grove Forest Products. That's what that looks like. Alright, so let's get driving. Get off the phone, woman! So now, I went to the doctor. I went to 2 different doctors in between talking to you guys last, or making a video, etc. I ended up finding out that I need to start taking better care of myself as far as food intake goes. First they wanted me to gain weight because I couldn't gain weight to save my life, and now I'm gaining too much weight. What happened to the accident that was up here? Or it was around here somewhere, I think. I don't know. So now I gotta obviously take better care of myself. And, oh, the accident's somewhere over there. Okay. Or maybe that's a pullover vehicle. I'm not sure. So, I'm a diabetic, as most of you guys know. I'm a diabetic, and yeah, this is the accident up here. Okay. I thought it disappeared. Get around this guy. Then I'll talk about my... Whoa. How far did we go out? Pretty far. Trying to skip 2 gears, but that wasn't going to happen, going that slow. So the doctor wants me to go on a diet. I'm diabetic, as you guys know, as I just said. So I need to, my A1C is too high right now. It's even too high for a diabetic. It did go down from what it used to be, but it's still too high. So I gotta bring it down, and I gotta go back to, you know, what the doctor wants me to do is what she wants me to do is she wants me to eat more of the same thing every day and have it be on like a schedule as opposed to me eating only once a day, maybe sometimes twice a day. Now that I have a girlfriend and everything, we go to dinner and stuff, and sometimes we'll go to lunch and dinner. So I am eating a lot more often, but I need to make it, obviously, not eat so unhealthy. Well, not unhealthy, but what diabetics would consider healthy. So I told him, I go, I don't know if I can eat the same things every day, even if it's 5 or 6 different types of things. If I was forced to be on a diet, maybe I could, but I like to eat different things. I like to try different things, and if it's bad for me, then obviously I'm not going to be able to try it. But as far as foods go, I like, I'm not a vegetarian. I used to eat a lot of fish, as per my diet, like 2 years ago. But now, they don't want me to have so much red meat, so they want me to have chicken, basically. And there's only so many different ways you can make chicken. I know that, people that are chefs and whatnot, they'll say that you can make chicken so many different ways, but I'm no chef over here, so I make it all differently. I mean, I can only have it so many different ways. It's just there was a weird interchange where I got off on a loop and it came to a light, but I don't think it was this one. This is just a normal one. I think I'm going to stop up here and get gas before we head into an area where I can't find gas. Is this the rest area? It's a tight turn. Come on. Seems like a pretty tight area for a truck. There's the X. Well, we'll stop and get gas here. We're not going to be able to make this turn, though. And it's the normal sounding. There is a rest area up here, obviously. So we can probably go up there somewhere where that truck is. Where's that truck going? Oh, he can go through there. $505. Wow. Let's see where we're at. Is there only one way in and one way out of this place? Because that would be horrible. I'll get back to my story once I figure out how to get out of here. Guess you can just go this way. Can't go that way. Oh, this is a rest area. I figured it was, because I saw all the trucks. This is probably not the way out. Well, there is a stop sign here, so never mind. It probably would have been a lot easier to go to the gas station. I took out the stop sign across the street, but I was kind of wanting to stay on my side of the road. But knowing what I know now, I probably could have went across the street to make it a lot easier on myself. That kind of looked like it was more for cars, even though there was big rigs in there. But we got a full tank, so we don't got to worry about getting gas. So yeah, my doctor wants me to have a lot more not be on a diet, but not, not have so much different assortment, so that my diabetes doctor, which is the doctor I was talking about, so that she can monitor my sugar a lot better, as opposed to having a bunch of different items and not being able to tell me how much sugar or how much insulin to take and blah blah blah. So I do understand what she's saying, and I do understand where she's trying to go with it, but at the same time, it's kind of difficult to eat similar things without being on a diet. Especially now. I mean, it has nothing to do with me. I mean, it does have a little bit to do with me dating, but it's obviously not her fault. It's my fault because I've never been on a set plan of food. I always eat something different. And my girlfriend, if it's just me and my girlfriend, then we can go and eat at a certain place, and I can have a salad with chicken, and she can eat whatever she wants. But there's another part to me and my girlfriend, and she has a daughter. My girlfriend has a daughter who's 3 years old, so we can't go out. I mean, if we wanted to go eat healthy, I don't want to force the kid to have to eat healthy. Yeah, I do agree with certain foods that they shouldn't have, that kids should, have. But then again, they're kids. They should be able to, that's the reason why I don't have children. Because I really wouldn't know what to do if I had children for myself. That's the reason I've gone so long without me having any kids, is because I've always been single. And, I mean, I've dated here and there, but I've never dated anybody with kids, and it's a whole different story when you're dating somebody with kids. So this relationship, although I've had many girlfriends, I haven't had. It's a new experience to have a girlfriend that has a child, and I'm the type of person that I act like a child myself. So I have to ask my girlfriend, can she have this? Can she have this? Because I want to give her. I'm like, yeah, you can have a lollipop. Yeah, you can have dessert. Yeah, you can have a brownie. I can't have it, but you can eat it. And my girlfriend's like, babe. And I'm like, what? You said she can have dessert. So, I don't know. It is something I'm going to have to get used to if I want to continue and maintain this relationship. But as of right now, I do want to stay in this relationship. But like I said, it's a lot different for me to be in a relationship with someone that has kids. Because I think that if I wanted kids, I would have had them by now. Being in my 30s and all, my low 30s. So it is, I don't want to say anything where she's gonna possibly. I mean, I don't think she'll watch the video, but if she does, I don't want her to get the wrong idea of anything. So. Or I don't want any of you guys to get the wrong idea of anything. That's been my personal, that's been my thought the entire time is, if I want, is this lane going to merge into this one, or is that a side road? I don't know. And even my friends have told me the same thing. They said, well, if you wanted kids, you probably would have had them by now. I said, yeah, but maybe I always used to say at the same time, I used to always say that I'd much rather like to enter into a family that's pre-started as opposed to starting my own. Um, and that's when I said that probably like 5 years ago. So I'm always, me being sober and not drinking anymore and not having, not always wanting to party and, want to maybe settle down a little bit. So, maybe this is for me. I don't know. I can't say what's for me and what's not for me right now. Even though I said what I said earlier about if I wanted kids, I probably would have had them by now. It's so different in this day and age. They say that the divorce rate is down, and the only reason that the divorce rate is down, in my eyes, is because people aren't getting married anymore. That's the only reason why the divorce rate is down. The divorce rate used to be super high when like Facebook and all that stuff came out. And I know I'm getting way off topic, but I believe that the only reason that the divorce rate is down is because all the people that wanted to get divorces are already divorced, and the rest of the people all the other people that I don't think there's enough people left to get divorced because they're already either divorced or people aren't getting married anymore. It's weird how, it kind of has a little bit to do with what I'm saying as far as dating goes. I still like to do it the old-fashioned way. I know I got over without looking. I still like to go out on dates and meet people and yada yada yada, but most people my age are meeting people online and doing that whole all the apps that they're doing and to meet people and go on dates, and there's the percentage of people nowadays that are meeting their significant other online is way high now, whereas someone like myself and how I met my girlfriend is how I want to meet, or how I would want that story to go. I wouldn't want to tell my kids, if I do have any in the future, that how I met mommy was I met her online. That'd be kind of weird. I don't know, maybe it'd be the normal for, by the time the kid is of age, but imagine like going through like how people have wedding books. I'm sure it's going to be an online book eventually, or it probably already is, but going through and be like, yeah, we met online, this was his picture, this was my picture, this is what he was looking for, this is what I'm looking for. That'd be really weird. Oh yeah, I'm skipping years, I forgot. What was this, 40,000 pounds? Something like that? With the added gas? What is it now? Well, that's still the same. Well, the weight of the trailer is the same. The weight of everything together, unless we go through a station, won't tell us much. Or will tell us what we're looking for. Look at that car. Being a jerk. With the cop right there, too. But yeah, I don't know what I was getting at with that whole divorce rate deal, but it kind of had a little bit to do what I was getting at with dating and how people meet these days versus how I... Look at these cars, they're all doing it, including the truck. Weird. The only way that I would ever go use an app to meet somebody is if I went like another year and I hadn't met the girl that I'm dating now. Then I would probably go on an app and be like, you know what, screw this. I gotta meet somebody somehow. But luckily, I met my girlfriend today. I met my girlfriend who I'm dating today, and everything is for the most part pretty good. The only thing I say as far as the only thing that's bad has nothing to do with her or her child. It has to do with me and the things I want to do. Like my diet, I want to be healthier, but that is no way. I'm in no way putting that on her or her child. I just, as a kid, I probably would want the same things. I'd probably want to eat whatever. I wouldn't want to go somewhere where mommy and daddy are having a salad and she's having a burger and a brownie and a sundae or something like that. I don't know. I don't know what I'm getting at. It's 4 in the morning where I live right now. 5 in the morning. Sleep deprived. I have a dog. I have a girlfriend. She has a child. Long story longer, I need to actually put myself on a diet, even though I said they don't want me on a diet. They pretty much said it. And now that I think about what I just said, they're pretty much saying, go on a diet. You need to be on a diet. Otherwise, you're going to continue to get unhealthier and unhealthier. And we're going to have no way of controlling your sugar. What is that over there? Gas station? Something like that. Old gas station. Get off the phone, woman. I probably need to get back to my average weight for someone who's 6'3", which I am. I probably need to lose about 20 pounds, which for a guy isn't that difficult, but for a guy with diabetes, it's a little bit difficult. Because most people that are diabetic tend to be overweight, at least where I'm from. I don't know about in other countries, but I'm not diabetic because I'm overweight, or I was overweight, or I had too much sugar or candy. You guys know why I'm overweight. I mean, why I'm overweight. Why I'm diabetic is because of my pancreas being bad and them having to remove, and the doctors having to remove 75% of it. That's why the way I am. I get a lot of people that do ask me if that they're like, "Wow, you're not overweight, or you're not overweight, blah blah blah. Why are you diabetic?" And then I have to explain to them why I'm diabetic, or how my pancreas died and whatnot. And then they're like, "Oh, okay." Then they really don't care, but most people assume because probably 90% of the people, or over 50% of the people that are diabetic because they're overweight and they eat junk. At least in the United States. It's a very rare thing that happens in my case. I don't know anybody else personally, or that I've met online, or that I've read anywhere of anybody that had the same case as me. What are we doing up here? Making a U-turn, going back? We're only 113 miles, which isn't that far. I don't know if this road just turns that way. I don't know. Guess we'll have to wait and see. Looks like we're making a right turn though. We are way too close to this car in front of us. Oh, we're taking the 395. All right. I told my doctor that I was having ice cream, and she took it like to an extent that I was having like a entire bucket of ice cream to myself. I was like, no, I'm having like a cup of ice cream, a serving size of low carb ice cream, which actually tastes pretty good for me. I don't eat candy bars or anything like that. I've been trying to stay away from diet soda, even though I can have it, but you know, all the fake sugars that are in it, which are like aspartame and all that stuff, that's not good for me. Anything that's fake sugar is always bad for you, no matter. They try and tell you that like some fake sugars are good for you, but all fake sugars are bad for you. They're all chemicals that just don't show up on in your blood sugar because they're all a bunch of different kind of chemicals. They're supposed to taste like sugar. I don't know. I'm getting off on a tangent here about my diabetes and what I can't eat. But I think whether I got sick when I got sick about 2 years ago, or more than 2 years ago, or I was still healthy, I think I still would have started a channel. I've always wanted to start a YouTube channel. I've always wanted to play PC gaming and all that stuff, so I don't think that would have changed. I think it would have changed. I think the only thing that would have changed is how often I record, because I probably would have a normal job. So I think that's the only thing that would have changed. But I think I would have still, came home and got off of work and wanted to play video games or wanted to play PC gaming and record and whatnot. I never actually talked about that before, because I don't normally talk about things that I have no control over, which I have no control over. I can't go back in time and say, well, when I was whatever, even though I just said it, why don't these people have their lights on? It's only 6:22 in the morning. It's still dark, kind of. What is down there? The Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon. No, not the Grand Canyon, Jesse. The flats. Come on, don't flip over. I thought I saw the wheel come off the ground. I was like, no. That looks like a lake or like a flat. It looks like a lake right now, but from where we were, it kind of looked like a long flat area. Miles, so we're pretty close. Yeah, it is a lake. Speed limit is what? 65, and we're going 49 because these turns are way too sharp. Had I had my other truck, I would have flipped over by now. Knock on wood that I don't flip over. There's an old store with the old well, I'm assuming. A lot of trees. That's what I was assuming when Oregon came out. Lots of trees. Deer. Oh dear. Thousand RPM. Barely holding it. dropping off at the wood shop. Furniture place. Yeah, that's what we're dropping off at. Here in Lakeview. What's over here? Hay bales, wood mill, auto parts, Chevron, and truck place. Is that a dealership? What was that? Yeah, that's a dealership. Okay, that's too high. Gotta snake this thing in here somehow. We're going right straight ahead. How are we going to do that? We're going to have to go around the back and come back. That's what we're going to have to do. Hopefully there's an area back there. Not much of an area. Interesting. Let's jackknife our truck. I don't know if this is gonna work, guys and girls. Come on. I mean, it'd be awesome if there was a bigger area to turn the truck around so that we can get in there. Yeah, we almost jackknifed our truck. That parking lot, those curbs, would have probably caused damage to our vehicle had we tried to run them over. Here's the guy just sitting out there. At least he's not smoking or anything. I don't think he is. Okay. Back this thing in here. Try again. That should be good right there. Hopefully. Parking brake on. Looks pretty good right there. Turn it off. It's our probably best parking in the lines. Alright, let's drop it off. Excellent! 336 miles, 7 hours, 42 minutes, 63.1 gallons consumed. $25,658 with 717 XP. And I think we only have 2 cities left. Possibly. Oh, 3. Ontario, Pendleton, and Coos Bay. So what was this over here? Oh, this is just a service station. And that's right on the border. So I don't know what we're going to do in our next episode. We might take a trip into California or over here from here. I'm not sure yet. We might continue to discover the areas. What is this? There's a garage, service station in Ontario, service station, Scales, and nothing really there. I would like to see what this road's all about. Take the 84 up here to see if this is like mountain roads, which it probably is. So maybe in our next job we can do like Lakeview to Ontario and Ontario to Pendleton, possibly, if something like that's available. We'll see though in the next episode before I lose my voice completely. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Thank you for watching. Take care. Peace out.